Hi everyone, this is Oluwagbemiro Favour. I want to discuss something very, very passionate to my heart this day with us, and that is dealing with defiant behavior from our students. When we talk about defiant behavior, it is an attitude put forth by our students that are undesirable. At a point in my career, I had this boy in my class who happened to be very, very restless. Was it easy dealing with him? Not at all. It was difficult. But with love, compassion, and a mind to positively affect the life, I was able to navigate that period. It was really taxing. Now, as teachers, I know how it feels. A student that is defiant surely will be resistant, will be non-compliant, will be aggressive, confrontational, will be combative, disobedient, ready to fight, and rebellious. The list goes on. Now, what are some of the reasons why students might put forth a defiant behavior? Number one, maybe a child feels unappreciated. If a child is putting in the efforts and is not being appreciated, it can be that child can be discouraged and just decide to take laws into his or her hands. I have seen it before. Another likely reason for defiant behavior could be feeling misunderstood. In my interaction with students over the years, I have heard many of them complaining that their teachers don't understand them, they don't listen to them. And many a times we're actually guilty of this as educators. I know the work is enormous, it's not easy, but we must find a place in our heart to try to understand our students. At times they feel neglected, especially those ones that give us so much pains in the class. You just get to the point you feel like, what is wrong? What kind of a child is this? I wish that this child would be out of my class. And because you can't do anything about it, you tactically neglect that child. And they are flesh and blood like us, they will know. So when a child is neglected, that child can put off an habit, a behavior that will even annoy you the more. And then another thing is chaotic family life. Many of these children are coming from homes where things are very, very bad. They have parents that are not supportive. They have parents that are fighting, parents that are always at each other's throat every time. So a chaotic family life can affect a child's behavior. Another thing is childhood maltreatment. Many of these children are going through so much. They are going through so much for their age. Many of them, some are not even living with their parents. They are with caregivers, aunties and uncles, and it's not a very pleasant experience at all. So this could affect their behaviors in the classroom. Another one is peer rejection, being called names. You are too sluggish, you are slow, you are ugly, you are not handsome, and all this will affect their behavior. Another thing is inconsistent parenting. There are so many parents that are never there for the children. They go out in the morning before the children wakes up, and by the time they return in the evening, the children have gone to bed. So they are not actually there for these children to know what they are passing through. They are not there to share in their pains and everything, and this can surely affect their behavior. Another thing is unstable social and economic factors. In at this time in our economy, we know what it is. Times are hard, and there are many of these children that comes to school. They have not even eaten in the morning. I have had to buy them breakfast, lunch many a times. Even at times, your materials. There was a student in my class at the time. I told them, we need a particular material. That thing was about 200 naira. Please ensure that during the next class you are with yours. A boy followed me out, saying, ma, my parents will not be able to afford it. I came on transfer from another school. They just paid my school fees. They will not give me the money. I put hand in my pocket. I gave that child the 200 naira because I want him to participate with others. So it is a reality that many of them are passing through so much. Imagine a child that you asked to bring a material to school for an assignment, and he or she did not bring, and you didn't have the patience to understand why the child was not with the material. You flog that child, you discipline that child. The child, out of frustration and all that, can misbehave. So those are some of the reasons why children can actually misbehave. Now, as educators, how do we handle these behaviors? I know it's not easy. How do we handle them? The first thing to do, show them love, shower them with love. If they feel that you like them, they will open up to you. Encourage good behavior. Do not call them out before their colleagues, and don't embarrass them before others. If they have done something wrong, don't act in the moment when you're already affected by what they have done. Try to calm down. Call them later. Correct them when necessary and let them see why what they have done is not acceptable. But in the heat of the moment, don't call them out. Don't use abusive words on them. Don't use vulgar language on them. Don't allow their mates to ridicule and laugh at them. Because when you call them, look at you, you are this, you are that. You are calling them names, others are laughing. You are embarrassing them. So let's try not to do that. Foster support and inclusive classroom environment where every student feels valued and respected. When they feel that they are loved, they are appreciated, they are valued, their opinion counts, you will see the magic in your class. Another thing is ask questions calmly to get clarity on the reasons for the behavior. It could be something as simple as, how was your weekend? How are your parents? How are your brothers and sisters? How many siblings do you have? You just take interest in them. What's your best subject? Things like this will make them to open up because they see that genuinely you care. Another thing is, as teachers, our goals are to help students to love learning and to see the importance of learning. That is one of the reasons why we are there for them. Believe you me, these children are facing so much. They are distracted by so many things. We are in the age of technology and they have so many things competing for their attention. They don't have the time to read. They are always with their phones 24/7. So we must do everything to make learning fun, that they want to come to school. Be that teacher. The reason why a child wakes up in the morning wants to go to school. None of my students told me once some time ago that the teacher told another child in the class, I know, because it was a private school where beating is not allowed. I know I cannot beat you, but I will hurt your feelings. Can you imagine that? A teacher saying that to a child in JS3. I know I can't beat you, but I will hurt your feelings. That's very, very bad. Please, let's be very, very careful. We are dealing with lives that are very, very fragile. Let's leave our own problem aside. When we are with these children, let's go all out to help them. If they can't listen to you in your class, they cannot learn anything from you. If they can't listen to you while you are teaching, they can't learn anything. So you must do everything to make your teaching very, very relatable, interesting. I'm not boasting or bragging, but when I enter the class, I try as much as possible to put my problem aside. I want to do something. That 35, 40 minutes I have with them, I want to engage. I want to impart. I want to do something that they will remember me for. And that should be the goal. That should be the goal. When we're in the class, do everything to make sure that they get something for whatever you teach that day. Highlight their strengths, no matter who they are. Even though we are talking about destructive behavior, that these children can be very, very somehow at times. Even as that, they have their strengths. Try to pick those strengths, highlight it, celebrate their achievements. This will nurture a sense of accomplishment. Now over to you. Are you dealing with destructive behavior? I am here to help you. Hi, everyone, my fellow educators, school leaders, administrators, parents, and various stakeholders. We've come to the end of our discussion. I believe you had a wonderful time. Till I come your way next time, let's continue the discussion in the comments. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.